This is the biggest update I have ever made for my tactics chess-like game called Deer Hunt. Not only does it range from completely overhauling my enemy's AI to adding brand new abilities, but it also contains a dozen new characters, 2 completely new worlds, a sound overhaul, and a dialogue voiceover system. That's not even all, as this update also contains tons of fixes and small tweaks provided from your feedback from the alpha playtests. So stick to the end of the video to learn how you can play this update for free. But first, let's take a look at this deer. At the moment, he can only do one of these 8 moves. So go ahead, try and guess which one he's actually going to do. If you chose this one, congratulations, you were right. But the problem is that you had no way of knowing that he will go there. Your guess was purely luck. And that's because of this line of code. Let's zoom in a little. See this? This is our problem. The deer chooses his moves at random. This is a big no-no, as the entire game is based on strategizing against what your opponent will do, and you kinda can't strategize against randomness. So what I used to fix this is an algorithm called alpha-beta pruning, which is an algorithm that most chess engines are based on. Alright, let's get technical for a bit. Let's say it's AI's turn to move, and we're trying to choose between 3 possible moves. To do that, the AI will look at players' possible responses to those moves and evaluate the resulting positions. Obviously, in the game the search goes a little deeper than that, but for this visualization, let's keep things simple. From here, we can select the best position up the tree, which will give us the best possible move. There's just one problem. Checking all these possibilities is a very time-consuming task. So to optimize this, we can use a simple trick, where if we see a better score for the player than we have previously ever seen, we can just prune this branch, as this will give us a worse outcome for the AI, so there's no point in exploring this option further. Well, actually a lot more than that goes into this to make this optimize and work properly, but I don't think that's a topic for this video. The result of this is that our AI has just become way smarter, from literally doing random moves to actually planning out its strategy. But hold on, you're telling me that we're 2 minutes into this video and you still have not once asked yourself who are those guys? Well, I know you can tell it's a wolf and a hedgehog, but more importantly, there are 2 of 10 new characters that I have added to the game. However, we're not gonna focus much more on them, as they are simple enemy characters from the first world in the game and they don't introduce any special new mechanics. But this dwarf unit does. So let's focus on him. His special mechanic is that while most characters can only attack one enemy at a time, he can take down multiple at once by swinging his axe. And he's not the only character to receive a new mechanic, as our archer, finally, after a year of development, can now shoot an arrow. Going back to the dwarf, in hindsight he does look a little bit like a lumberjack, but I don't know, I guess I still have time to redraw him before the game releases, so let me know what you think of him in the comments. I'm not gonna say much more about any new characters, but I have hidden 3 of them throughout the entire video, like literally one of them might be hidden in the outro, wink wink. So do with that what you will. Moving on to the dialogue voiceover system, it allows me to dynamically create dubbing for the game. Well, to be honest, it's not exactly dubbing, but it still adds a lot to the dialogue. And the best thing is that I can change the characters that are supposed to talk and their emotions on the fly, which results in this feeling like the characters are actually talking to each other. The way this works is for each character and each of their emotions, we store a pool of various talking sound effects, and then we just play them at random, with specific starting and ending sound effects, depending on the situation. But wait, that's a lot of sound effects, you might think. And you would be right, even if we just do 5 sounds per 1 emotion pool, for 3 characters with 3 emotions each, the total will come out close to 50 sounds. And I couldn't do that myself, so huge thanks to Enrico, Deer Hunt's new sound designer, who not only helped me with this, but also redesigned the entire sound of the game. Take a listen. And huge thanks to Steven, the composer of the game, who recently created an opening track for the game. Oh, also, I know that in the intro I said that I made 2 completely new worlds, but you don't want me to spoil everything about the game, do you? So I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna show them off in this devlog. Or maybe I already did and you missed it, huh? Alright, so if you made it this far, then I'm assuming that you want to know how you can play this update for free. And I'm happy to announce that in 2 weeks we'll be launching a Kickstarter for Deer Hunt and a demo alongside it. So go over to the Kickstarter page of the game, first link in the description, and make sure to follow it so you get notified when it releases. One more thing before I end this video, I want to sincerely thank everyone for supporting me and Deer Hunt on this journey. I want you to know that Deer Hunt will be released whether the Kickstarter is successful or not. But this campaign, if successful, will bring Deer Hunt to new heights that I have never imagined the game would reach. I believe that we can do it.